State Call Detective Joseph Cruz.
Yes, thank you, sir. Raise your hand. Do you swear from the testimony about to give would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Over here.
Good morning, Detective.
Good morning.
Can you please state your name for the record?
My name is Joseph Cruz.
Okay. And Mr. Cruz, where exactly do you work?
I'm a sergeant in the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office Robbery Bureau.
Okay. And how long have you worked with the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office?
Approximately 18 years.
So I want to take you back a couple of years to around June 25th of 2022. What was your job and your role at that time?
I was a homicide detective with the Miami-Dade Police Department at the time.
Okay. And around that time, on June 25th of 2022, did you become familiar with the case involving the defendant, Daisy Lynn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did you become involved with that case?
I was contacted by Detective Morales.
Okay. And were you given a rundown of the situation, or did he just call you to say, come out to the scene?
No, he called me and told me that a homicide had occurred within the city of Homestead.
Okay. Now, you're with the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, right? You're not in Homestead.
No, sir.
Why? How does that work that you're going down there then?
Miami-Dade Police Department, or now the Sheriff's Office, is contracted by some of the smaller municipalities, and we handle certain types of investigations for them, and homicides is one of them.
Okay. So when you end up getting this call to go to Homestead, do you ever go to the actual scene itself, or do you just stay in the office?
No, I responded to the scene.
Okay. Was that scene 1237 Northwest 14th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33030?
Yes, sir.
Is that in Miami-Dade County?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what time did you first arrive to the scene?
I arrived at approximately 6:30 a.m.
Okay. Now, that's not when this incident occurred, though, right? 6:30 a.m. That's 20 hours after this incident had initially occurred.
Yes, that's correct.
No, how many hours?
Oh, I'm sorry. Approximately 3 hours.
Okay. So, when you're first getting to the scene, though, okay, you're telling us it's around 6:30. Do you have any team with you, or are you just by yourself?
No, when we respond to homicides, we respond together as a team.
Okay. Now, who's on your team with you for this case?
For this case, it was Detective Suyapa Hubbard, Daniel Morales, and Melanie Janoris, and Sergeant Jason Waite.
Okay. Now, as you're here with this team, are they all there with you at the same exact time, or are you there by yourself first?
I believe when I got there, I was by myself initially.
Okay. Were you determined at any point in time to be the lead investigator here in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how does it work in a homicide team as a lead investigator? What are you doing?
In homicide, there is a internal rotation, which determines whether you're up as the lead investigator or not. As a lead investigator, my role is to direct the other detectives to handle certain responsibilities, which I determine need to be done, such as obtaining search warrants or documenting crime scenes, possibly interviewing certain witnesses and subjects.
Okay. Now, as the lead, whenever if any type of evidence or anything is discovered, are you being informed of this or are you kept in the dark?
No, I'm being informed of it as the case is progressing from start to finish.
So anytime something's discovered, you're being informed of it immediately then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does that include whenever someone gets a statement from a potential witness or
Yes.
they speak with someone?
Yes.
So then essentially, as the lead, everything is being funneled through you then?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to start from the beginning of this case then. You're aware that there was a phone dump of the defendant's phone here in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And were you aware, and did you review any Ring camera videos that were captured and recorded on that phone?
Yes.
Let's go sidebar real quick.
Okay. So when you went over this actual phone dump, did you happen to see, while you were reviewing it, what time it indicated the actual Ring camera footage was created?
I don't recall.
Okay, while that's getting pulled up, we'll revisit it in a few minutes. You're under permission for the witness to step down? So I'm now showing you a still shot from the actual phone, from the phone dump itself. Do you happen to see the defendant here in this video?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the only person that we see in this picture?
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the right-hand side, does this video have any type of date or time that this was created?
Yes.
Okay. What time does it state that it was created at?
3:06 a.m. on June 25th, 2020.
You can sit. So, we know the video started at 3:06 then, off of what you just stated. After reviewing the video, at any point in time, did you ever hear a gunshot in that?
Yes.
About how long into that video did it take before you heard that?
Approximately 5 minutes.
Okay, so what time would that put that then, when you hear the gunshot then, if you're comparing it to 3:06 a.m.?
I believe about 3:11.
Now, after hearing that the gunshot was at 3:11, do you happen to know when first responders were dispatching officers or fire rescue to the actual scene of the crime?
Yes.
At what time did that occur?
That was around 3:23 a.m.
So there was about a 12-minute gap between the shot and the 911 call then, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you happen to know at what time the first responding officer appeared and found the victim in the alleyway?
That was approximately 3:27 a.m.
And at what time was the victim declared deceased?
At 3:40 a.m.
So, now while all of this is going on, you said you arrived at 6:30 a.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
What's the first thing that you do when you arrive on the scene?
I spoke to Officer Nicholson.
And why did you speak with Officer Nicholson?
It's a standard procedure that we do in homicide, just to speak to the first arriving officer on scene to see what they saw and what information they gathered when they first arrived.
Do you happen to remember the time you actually spoke with Officer Nicholson?
Maybe it was 6:33.
Okay. And then after you speak with him and get that information, where does your investigation take you to next?
When I was done, I spoke to Officer Rodriguez next.
Okay. Now, what's the importance of speaking to Officer Rodriguez? What role did he play?
He was another officer arriving on scene. So I had spoken to him to see if he had his body-worn camera on or if he had heard or seen anything else when he arrived.
So was that around the same time that you spoke with Officer Nicholson then?
Yes.
So we could put that around 6:33 then, around that time?
Yes.
Okay. Now, does your investigation just stop there, or do you do something else?
No, sir.
What do you do next?
I briefed the homicide team. They had arrived, and that was at approximately 7:05 a.m.
Okay. Now, when you're briefing the homicide team, is that just assigning roles, or what are you doing?
I brief them on whatever facts of the case I had obtained at that point, and then I also assign leads.
Okay. Now, after you assign everybody their roles and you brief your homicide team, where do we go next?
I actually went around the scene to take a look at it, to see what evidence was on scene, any type of casings, and take a look at the victim who was deceased in the back alleyway.
So you did a walkthrough of the actual property itself?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you're looking around the home, do you remember if you found any type of firearm or any bullet casings?
At that time, no, I didn't see it.
Okay, so you couldn't see anything with your eyes where there was any guns or anything, right?
No.
Okay. So after your search of the area, do you continue to stay there on the scene, or do you go somewhere else?
No, I left and I went to our headquarters bureau, our headquarters.
Okay. And why are you going to the headquarters?
The defendant, Ms. Link, was transported there, and I responded as well with Detective Janoris, so that way we can speak to her.
And at what time was that at?
I believe that was approximately 8:28.
In the morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when you're going over there to that headquarters then, do you happen to know if Ms. Link was in handcuffs or already arrested at that time?
No, she wasn't arrested, but she was detained.
Okay. So was she a suspect at this time?
Yes, she was.
But she was not arrested?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, you're on your way at around 8:38 to the actual headquarters. When you get there, do you just jump straight into the interview, or are you doing anything else before?
Usually, well, I know I had made a phone call to the state attorney, and also we have to prep the interview room to turn on the cameras.
Okay, and you did all of those things then?
Yes, sir.
Now, at what time do you actually go into the interview room itself?
I don't recall the exact time.
Would looking at a report that you drafted during this case refresh your recollection?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Please take a look at the report. Keep your head down. When you're done, look up. Has your memory been refreshed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at what time did you step into that interview room then?
9:55 a.m.
Now, what exactly are you doing when you're first speaking with Ms. Link?
The first thing we do is we present the Miranda warnings.
Were you trying to get any type of background information?
Yes.
And did you get background information?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to direct your attention, you're still here at the actual headquarters, correct?
Yes, sir.
At any point in time, are there people at the actual scene working on the scene or looking for any type of evidence that you're
Yes.
aware of? Okay. What's happening while you're inside the interview room then at the scene?
I had asked Detective Siapa Hubbard to document the scene. And I had also asked Detective Morales if he can start working on a search warrant for the residents.
Okay. Now, search warrant for a residence. Was there ever a search warrant for the residence that was granted here?
Yes.
Okay. And that was reviewed by an ASA?
Yes, sir.
And that was reviewed by a judge?
Yes, sir.
And you guys were executing that warrant then at the scene?
Yes.
And you were informed of that execution of the warrant?
Yes, sir.
At what time did that happen?
That was at approximately 12:30 p.m.
Around 12:30? Okay, so during that search of the home and the vicinity, did that team find anything on the property?
Yes.
What did they find?
They found a firearm that was placed inside of a palm tree.
Okay, now that firearm, was that found around 12:30?
Yes.
And you were informed of that when that happened?
Yes, sir.
Did they find any type of bullet casings?
No.
Okay. Now, let's jump back over to the interview. When you're speaking with Miss Lane, do you remember what her demeanor was like at that time?
She appeared very anxious.
When you guys first got in there, though, what type of clothes was she wearing at that time?
I believe she had shorts and a t-shirt on.
Was there anything that stood out about that clothes?
I believe there's some blood on there.
Okay. And did you guys attempt to give her any type of clean clothing?
Yes.
While she was sitting there in the interview room, at any point in time, did you guys attempt to give her some type of food?
Yes.
Did she accept any of the food?
She declined, sir.
Now, at any point in time, did you guys begin to fingerprint the defendant?
Yes.
Why do you begin to fingerprint the defendant? What's the reason behind that process?
For major crimes, it's a standard procedure for the Miami-Dade Police Department.
Okay. Do you happen to remember what time that occurred?
No, I don't recall. Can I refer to my report?
Yeah, if that refreshes your recollection, you can look down and let me know by looking back up that you've refreshed your recollection.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question. So, around what time do you begin to start trying to get a statement from Miss Lynn in the afternoon?
It's around 3:30.
Around 3:30? Okay. Now, what time do you actually enter that interview room to begin speaking with her?
4:20.
So, let's talk about that process right there around 4:20. You enter the room, and what's the first thing that you're doing at that time then?
We had asked her, she had asked if she would like to speak, that she stated that she wanted to speak to us, so then we confirmed, and we read her Miranda rights.
Now, what exactly are Miranda rights?
Miranda was a case law that was passed to protect and advise the defendant or a subject, or anybody being accused of a crime, that they are still entitled to certain protections.
Now, when you go over this information with the defendant, are you just reading this to her, or do you have an actual document there?
It's an actual document.
And did you present that document to Ms. Lynn?
Yes, sir.
I'm now showing defense what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 1J. You recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Is this a blow-up of the Miranda form that you read to the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this a fair and accurate representation of that form?
Yes, sir.
State moves to introduce what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 1J into evidence.
Okay. State Exhibit 1J marked by ID will now become State Exhibit number 29.
So, are these the questions that you go over with the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you have her read these out loud, or do you read them to her?
I have her read it out loud.
Okay, now, what exactly is the signature in yes or no? Is that the defendant's signature?
Yes.
Okay, now, if at any point in time she marks no, what do you do?
We would stop.
You stop the investigation?
Not the investigation, we would stop Miranda and stop talking to her.
Okay. Did she mark no anywhere on here when you're speaking with her?
No, sir.
Okay. Is that your signature at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Is this your partner's signature right above it?
Yes, sir.
And whose signature is over here on the right?
The defendant's.
So once you go over those rights, do you then begin the interview?
Yes.
Now, at any point in time during the actual interview, does the defendant ever end up describing what the scene looks like to you?
Yes, sir.
Does she make any type of drawings?
Yes.
I'm now showing you a demonstrative of what's already been introduced into evidence here in this case. Is that the drawing that the defendant made for you while you were speaking with her?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Today, June.
So, I'm now playing for you what's already been admitted into evidence as the interview of the defendant. Doesn't have the proper.
State Exhibit number 28.
State's Exhibit 28.
Tell me where your house is. So you see on the house, on the other side of the street. Okay, so duplex, and then this was the door of the other duplex.
This is, okay.
What's the street?
Yeah.
The street.
Yeah, so that's the street. Okay.
Now, just to get a little bit of orientation, is this the street that she drew out on here when she was describing it to you?
Yes, sir.
So is it better to hold it like this then?
Yes.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
So I'm in the front, I mean, the back of the house. That's usually where, I consider the front, that's usually where I'm going out.
Okay.
So at that time, I remember once he started taking off, he started running this way. And he said that he was going to run the house and lock me out. Because he was sleep outside, bitch. So I ran right here, I was right here, I saw him right here. And I just shot. I didn't even really hit him. I don't even know how I would hit him. I didn't even aim at him like that. I didn't. I just shot it so he could hear the boom and then he was scared and run away. The babies were asleep in the house. I'm tired of being locked outside. I'm tired of this shit.
So as he is running away from you, that's when you shoot?
Because he's running the ball to everyone else. Because he's running the ball now to lock the doors.
And what happens now after you shoot him? What happens?
He was so lucky. He ran me. He didn't want the house. He ran. Running up the house in the front right here. He was.
Okay. Now, your interview room, this recording has timestamps on it, correct?
Yes, sir.
At what time did this occur?
5:03 p.m.
Okay, I see 1703, that's 503, it's military time, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, this happens at 5:03. Now, during your conversation with the defendant, at any point in time, does she speak with you about what happened with the gun itself?
Yes.
At what time did that happen at?
It's approximately 5 p.m.
So right around this time then?
Yes, sir.
We were kind of on their porch.
Okay.
And I don't know where he went after that. So I was looking, I walked to the front, I was looking, and I couldn't find him. So then I went back in the car.
While you're walking to the front, are you on the phone with anybody? Are you talking to anybody?
No,
Okay, so you're not talking to anybody
no,
as you're walking?
no.
And where's the gun at this point?
I threw it.
So as you're walking by your house, where did you live at?
It was literally right here.
Okay.
In front. As I went to go look for him, and I'm walking.
So, where did she tell you the gun was?
She had threw it near a tree.
Now, it's 5:03, and you testified earlier that the search of the home happened at 12:27. Had you all already discovered the gun by the time she's giving you this statement?
Yes, sir.
At any point in time during this interview, does the defendant ever admit to shooting the victim?
Yes.
And at what time did that occur at?
Approximately 5:03 p.m.
And does she ever tell you that at any other point in time in this actual interview?
Yes.
Okay.
artery, you'll be fine. That was 10 minutes prior to calling the police. And you're walking with a gun in your hand. You walk towards the back inside your house. You walk back out with the gun still in your hand again. Then you walk by the tree. I shot him. No, he didn't say anything. You said that. He didn't say anything. You're right about that. You said I might have been an artery and I said you were fine. I don't even remember him saying that at all. No, you said that. You said that. Again, he didn't say anything. You said, I might have been an artery, you'll be fine. You said that. And it's not happening. And you're walking with a gun in your hand. Okay. Okay? Listen, I'm not here to debate.
Now, we just heard in that interview the defendant said, I shot him right here. At what time did that occur?
Approximately 5:44.
Was that used in your determination to make an arrest here in this case?
Yes.
Do you see the defendant you arrested here in this case in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify her by an article of clothing?
It's the lady wearing a black shirt to my left.
I'm sorry, can you be a little bit more descriptive of the shirt and what she,
I believe it has a flower pattern on it.
okay. Your Honor, let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant. I have no further questions at this time.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
So just very quickly, I just want to verify a couple things. You testified that the shooting here happened at 3:27 a.m., is that correct?
At 3:27, Officer Nicholson had arrived.
Ah, okay, do you know when the shooting occurred?
At 3:11.
3:11. And you testified a few minutes ago that you yourself began speaking to Daisy Link at 4:20 p.m., is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So would you agree that you began speaking to Miss Link 13 hours after the shooting occurred, correct?
Yes.
And she was, during those 13 hours, during the vast majority of those 13 hours, she was in constant police either custody or observation in some fashion, correct?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned that the police found, or that your team found the gun prior to Miss Link saying where it was?
Yes, sir.
Miss Link was not informed that the gun was found at the time that she informed you all where it was, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so she didn't know the gun had been found, but she volunteered the information and told you where the gun could be found, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have, Judge.
So on cross-examination, you had indicated that she had been inside the interview room for about 13 hours from before the shooting had occurred, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you give an opportunity to Miss Link to sleep inside that interview room before speaking with her?
Yes,
And did she sleep?
she did.
I have no further questions.
Thank you.
Anything else? The state now arrests. They've arrested, that means the state of Florida has nothing else